Okay, guys, the idea today is to talk about the education in Colombia. I would like to know your opinion, your expectations, and what do you think about how will be your exercise as a teachers in Colombian schools. Okay, so I have just sent you three links. One of about a video, yes, made by UNICEF Colombia, and the other one two articles that they talk about the reality of our English in Colombia. Yes, the language in Colombia. But first of all, I would like to start with a warming up class. That is, I'm going to start saying a letter, and all the words that we are going to say, they need to be according to the topic education. Okay, education. So, uh, if I say a word, the last letter, for example, Oscar, you need to say a new word with that letter. If the letter ends in S, so you need to start a new word with S. And if you say the word and it ends in T, so Nadia needs to say a word with S or with T. Yes, according to the final letter. Do you understand me?
Yes, it's maybe similar to Scrabble.
It's just like a similar, like a snake. Yes, like a snake. We are going to connect the last letter with a new word. But in
Oh,
this case, related to the topic education. Okay,
okay, teacher.
are you ready?
Yes, I think.
And Oscar, are you ready?
Sure, we need to see the screen, your screen.
No, no, because I'm going to say the word and you're going to continue with the next letter. The idea is try to complete 20 words, okay? Okay, so the first word, education. Oscar, you continue and then Nadia. Education. A word with N related to education.
Nadia, teacher.
Nadia? Okay, Nadia.
Uh, we must say the next word with the last letter or
Yes. Yes, with N.
N.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Maybe national.
Okay. Okay, good. So, Oscar, with L.
With with N.
L. L.
Okay, national. Uh, liberal.
Excuse me?
Um, lion. Or,
But,
no,
but,
liberal.
but about education.
Liberal.
Liberal is
Liberal.
related to education?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Liberal.
Liberal with L, Nadia.
He say liberal.
Yeah.
Will level, maybe level.
Okay, good. Oscar with L again. Wow. Complicated. With L.
Listening
Yes,
or
that's
listen.
good.
Yes.
Listening. Nadia with G.
Or learning.
Um, with the
It's easier, Nadia.
I don't remember in this moment. Uh,
Something that you haven't checked yet in the platform.
Check the what, teacher?
You haven't checked that word in your platform. You told me that you haven't checked your.
I don't understand.
No? Okay, The way that a course is divided in the school and in the secondary.
Mm.
Great.
Tick tack, tick tack, tick tack. Okay, Nadia, so you lose a point. Now your turn, Oscar.
For
With G, with G.
great.
Which one?
Great.
Great.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Nadia, with E.
How say Oscar? I don't understand.
Great, great,
With
great.
with
I'll write on the chat. Great, with E.
okay, great. With E. Um, maybe I don't know, teacher. I don't encounter.
At the end of an academic course, you have fun to check your knowledge.
Mm,
With a E, or the class that we have.
English, but
Yes, Nadia, excellent. With H, Oscar.
With with H.
Yep.
With H. Challenge.
No, H, not she.
Uh, uh, H.
Yeah.
For English.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
the Nadia answer is English.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's correct.
Is is English, yes.
Yeah.
For
With
with
H.
H.
Yeah.
Yes, H. And high school.
Okay, good. High school. With L, Nadia.
mm, learn.
Okay. With N, Oscar.
M.
Yes.
And maybe is national.
It's just done. Ya se hizo.
Yes. Uh,
Another.
Another N. So and
You use it to write. To write on.
right.
Yes, to write on.
In education in
No? Tick tack, tick tack. Nadia?
Maybe notebook.
Yes, very good. So 1-1.
notebook.
Notebook. With K, Oscar.
K. 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 K.
Think,
K.
think about it.
What?
No, just I'm saying that you need to think, think deeply about a word. I just told you. Ya les había dicho con una K.
Yes.
Yes. Sí, con K. With K.
Okay.
It is possible a noun or a verb with this.
Now, knowledge.
Okay, good. Yes. Nadia, with E.
Eh, oh, mm, with E. I don't know. Eh,
In science and physics, what we have?
Sorry, teacher.
In science and physics, what we have? Especially in biology or chemistry.
Mm, experiments.
Yes, good. Oscar, with S.
With S.
S, S.
S.
Yeah.
Mm, S. Student.
Yes. With T, Nadia.
Teacher.
Yeah, very good. With R, Oscar.
With R. So R. Reading.
Okay, excellent. With G, Nadia.
Eh, with G again.
Yes.
Eh, maybe game.
Yes, it's possible, of course. With E, Oscar.
With E.
Yep.
With E. Elementary.
Okay, with Y, Nadia.
Eh, young.
Okay, with G, Oscar.
With G.
It's easy.
G.
There is an easy word.
With G.
Yep.
Mm, maybe. Uh, guide.
What?
Oh, no, no. Uh, um, guide.
Guide?
Oh,
The
guide.
activity guide?
Sí, guide.
Okay, with E, Nadia.
Eh,
And this is the last word with E.
em, excellence.
Okay, excellent. Okay, very good. Well done. Well done. Okay, continue with this. According to the video of UNICEF, Colombians Lifeline Education, tell me about those factors which do not let children go to school or maybe receive an education. You saw the video, so tell me what are the factors that the person mention it's one of that don't let children to go to school.
Maybe I don't know, is a the conflict, armed conflict,
Yes. This is one.
and the natural disasters.
Yes. Oscar, what else?
Um, for different reason, maybe extreme poor,
Okay, the extreme poor. Okay.
extreme poor, then I don't know, the earthquake,
Okay, this is like a natural disaster.
natural disaster, um, violence, yeah,
Okay, yes, violence.
maybe violence. I don't know what. Um, violence.
Or Nadia, you know another one?
Uh, Maybe intrafamiliar problems.
Okay, okay, yes, could be possible. Okay, so about these factors, in this case, the wars, yes, the wars, the conflict between groups in each department or around the country with another countries, something similar. Why they affect the education of children? Why? Give me your reason.
Why, what, teacher?
Why this the conflict? Yes, the wars, the armed conflict affect children in the education. How or why?
Okay. Well, sometimes these groups, uh, conflict groups, uh, take a zone, so they carry, or I don't know how do you say, encierran,
Close,
close the
close.
people in different parts, maybe in the church, in the school, eh, mm, eh, mientras, although,
Why?
while they are in combat.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this one of the reasons. Uh, the narcotraffic,
Uh-huh.
that is a very important problem because they spend the drugs in the child,
To the
so to the child. So maybe it's another reason. Eh, eh, in account to natural disasters, many children must to cross the bridge, uh, or large way.
uh-huh.
So when the river take, I don't know, uh, is grown, maybe the
Uh-huh.
river is grown, the ways, or the bridge cover, or fall.
Uh-huh. Yes, that's true.
Maybe is another reason, but the children not assist to the school. And I hear a mother. He say that he didn't enough money to carry the her boy at the school.
Yes, that's true. They didn't have money.
Yes,
Yes, so that is another factor, money.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oscar,
And no more.
what would you like to add, Nadia, to
Yes,
Nadia's comment?
teacher. Yes, teacher. As Nadia told us, it's difficult because the armed group in Colombia, a terrorist group in Colombia, uh, attack our civilians, our people. But another factor in this case, for example, the teacher were forced to suspend classes in different schools in a country, in a town, because this violence in these towns and these countries is is very damaged about the people and the our children and the boys and girls of uh, they don't have received their class about the guerrilla, the Colombian guerrilla or paramilitary in Colombia oblige or oblige the teacher and family to go to the other city, and it's difficult to pay or it's difficult to give a good education to their son or their children. So mm, it's hard because the kidnapper in Colombia is other factor increase the bad education for our children.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The another factor is the una the, uh, the food, the bad food for our children, the health food for our children.
The health.
Our
Okay.
children want health food because many people in Colombia many people in Colombia is poor and they don't have money to bring a good food for their children. But it's a difficult situation. Our children have to work in the streets, the traffic, traffic, the traffic light.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yes.
Colombia, there are many boys and girls. They have to work in the traffic light. And this is a, a good factor about the education in our country. The, the
Why
group, what?
why do you think they have to work?
Because because mm, these people don't have the condition or the respect about their country, your farms. And they people work because the guerrilla or the armed groups in Colombia mm, oblige or
Force?
uh-huh, to their families and go to the principal cities in Colombia. But they families don't have leave, they don't have house, don't have a family in the cities, and they have to live in the street. They have to live in a comuna, in
In
a
comunas, yes,
comuna,
in comunas.
yes, comunas. They have to live in different part of the, the, our cities. For example, uh, many people have to go to in Bogota, I don't know, uh, in a violent
Neighbor.
neighborhood.
Mhm.
Violent neighborhood is difficult.
Yes, Nadia, what do you think about these Oscar's comments that the children had to work because their conditions are not good, so they need to work to find, for example, food.
Yes, teacher, I agree with Oscar because it's more common that we wanted because the children the maybe the families are not conscious
Awareness or conscious?
awareness. Yes, so I don't know why, but the people who live in the village generally have many children, so they don't have how to mantenerlos,
To maintain.
maintain. So many children must to work for help their parents.
Yes, that's rude. And I don't know why. I ask myself about this situation. Why, if they know that parents, for example, in this case, we are talking about adults, why they don't think about the future of those children? Because if they don't have an established place to live, they don't have an established work, so why they decide to have more than three or more than four children? So what do they think about life?
It's difficult because I think it's about the system because sometimes the people the adults peoples don't planificate, I don't know,
Hmm. Yeah, maybe it's
uh,
possible.
because maybe the religion,
Okay, yes.
others because if they have money to eat, they don't have money to buy a preservative.
Yeah.
So it's a real problem.
What do you think about that, Oscar? About planning a family?
Plan,
Yes, plan to have a family. They don't think about it. They only act. If a woman gets pregnant, she doesn't care, or yes, because she continue.
is a is a is a real problem because in Colombia, rural areas, there are many problems about the pregnant, the single mothers without without spouse in this situation. In this situation, uh, the mother has to work too in the street because uh, the children the children don't go to school uh, according to according their situation, but according to the situation, and their mother, many mothers in Colombia don't have money to give. there's on primary levels. But in this case, is this is a governmental where the government, the Colombian government, have to pay attention in this situation because many guys and children in Colombia don't have a level elementary school. Uh, is, is I think I think the the our president or our politics rules in Colombia concentrates in other situation, but not in a good education for our children. Uh, my opinion.
Yes, and about the video of UNICEF, what do you think about this program? That the coordinator, for example, Clara Serna, that she is leading the school going to the child. Yes, this is a program. What do you think about this? School going to the child.
For me, it's a good program because they go to choose many children that need assistance, but is this program not I don't know how do you say soluciona the big problem.
Solve,
Solve
solve.
solved the big problem because the I don't know if this program exists in other regions. I suppose yes, but it's difficult because, for example, in this moment in the conflict in Catatumbo,
Uh-huh.
uh, they don't enter the guerrilla or the other armed groups don't permit the UNICEF or other organizations enter in the zone. So
Yes,
it's very difficult.
yes, you're
In
right.
Colombia,
But it's a great job. It's a great job.
Yes, that's something excellent that they are doing.
Yes.
Oscar?
according to Nadia says in Colombia now there is a conflict problem in Catatumbo. Now there are there,
Is there a
hello,
conflict, Nadia? Is there a conflict now in Catatumbo nowadays?
Yes. The last week I don't know exactly, but the government I don't know how do you say negaba the problem,
Neglected?
neglect the problem. So in this moment I don't know if the conflict uh, finish, but it was terrible because the people stay in the middle of the war between the LN, EPL, and backbring groups. So I think it's in Catatumbo.
Okay, yes, maybe. I think that maybe it is not shown to us. It is not shown to us, and because, for example, we think that the things are better, that the president has had a what like how do you say, I forgot, compromiso, like commitment, yes, like a commitment with Las FARC, and that the things are good for all the people in Colombia. But actually, I think that in those rural places that they are near to the conflict, the armed conflict, I think they have difficulties. I think that they have another kind of problems, not only the conflict, but also the poorness. Also, they are isolated, yes, because there are no organizations or the government can't go to there, yes. So I think that they are isolated.
Yes, teacher. Maybe that's because the areas left by the guerrilla are are taken by others groups, and
Ah,
the
yes.
government is not present in that zones.
Yes, you're right. And maybe it's because children are not recognized as children. Yes, they
Yes,
think that children is another person or another adult and that they can control.
yes. In I don't know. In last Monday, there are debate. There
Debate,
is a, eh, if si no estoy mal, the debate was organized by UNICEF,
organized,
organized by UNICEF, and the only candidate who assist the
assist,
debate was a Petro. So the others candidates no
were
no
not.
as were not, and this I don't know, is como un reflejo.
It's a, yes, a reflection. It's a
Yes, a little reflection that happened in Colombia. The children don't have importance for the government, for the state.
yes, yes. And here we go in this idea that that's why the education in Colombia is bad, because all the people who are in power, they like to control all of us, our minds, and the way that we teach, or the way that we learn, yes, and they don't let that students express their own ideas, yes. They need
Yes,
the control, they need to control us, because those who are in the power needs to continue in the power.
yes, it's very difficult because the first, I don't know how do you say, primera infancia.
Okay, I think that is the first I forgot.
Maybe first childhood. I don't know, but
Maybe
they are the most
the first infancy could be possible, or the first childhood. Yes,
yes,
childhood.
yes. Continue, Nadia.
they are the most I don't know, harmed maybe, perjudicados. I don't know.
Are involved, or yes, are involved in the. What would you like to say?
Que la primera infancia es como la más perjudicada.
Is the most affected.
Yes, because the government talk about the 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 secondary, the university, but they don't center their laws in I don't know, in jardines, Mm, yes.
Mhm. Yes, no, that's okay, Nadia. Yes. For example, Oscar, about the violence that children passed or in not only in the schools but also at home and in the streets. What do you think about that?
About the teacher.
Violence.
About what?
Violence that the
In
children suffer in the
at home.
schools. Violence. Yes, that children suffer in the school, in the streets, and also at home.
This is other problem in our country because in the school there are violence because uh, maybe 2 months maybe 2 months ago I saw a news in Medellin that girl slapped another girl
Mm-hmm.
with a knife. But this is a real problem with our children at the street. In they 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 fight in in their schools, in their elementary schools. But this situation is is a start or is beginning in her homes in their homes when their house because as a parents or see as a parents we need to do a good education in education in our children. So if you don't give good education and our children, but this violence this violence can follow. This violence uh, go for schools for the friends or as I told us the the violence in the street is, is difficult.
So,
But uh, uh,
so do you think that this kind of violence in the schools and streets is because their parents show them this violence because their parents are or have a conflictive life between them?
sure, because when their parent fight all the time, it produce violence in their children.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What about the media? Do you
The
think that,
media,
yes, do you think that those soap operas that we have been seeing during the last 5 years affect the behavior of our children?
yeah,
Because,
yeah, but in Colombia try to control this media, television or soap opera. But and I saw there is a program. I don't know what is the name. Algo del televidente. No? I don't know.
el defensor del televidente.
Maybe es a defensor. But in this moment, I think the media, our government or our channel in Colombia, they try to control this problem. But I think the problem is the home violence in the parents. The parents fight all the time. This produce domestic violence in our children.
And what do you think about that, Nadia? Do you think that the media in Colombia are controlling those programs who are not benefited for our children?
Yes, teacher, absolutely, because they showed us many forms they discriminate the other people. They don't teach us to accept the difference. They showed us that all people must be equality. Eh, Maybe the woman are pretty, slim. I don't know. Maybe that difference. So is a reason, but I agree with Oscar too about the education in our homes, in our about our parents. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I read once upon a time an article about how the adults sometimes speak in front of their children, and they tell the the experience that they have lived about in when they are children. So,
Uh-huh.
for example, the a father maybe could say that they and his group of friends smelling about the other boy because they are fat, or I don't know, maybe, and their children listen, and they I don't know, I suppose that the children think is normally, because if he hear that commentaries of their her father, eh, I don't know, y no sé si me estoy haciendo entender.
Sí, sí, o sea, yes, I understand you. Oscar, do you understand Nadia's idea?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, continue, Nadia, don't worry.
No, teacher, maybe it's the our environment is very mm, cruel.
Uh-huh.
The childhood is most the is crueler than the adult people sometimes.
Okay. Yes, and maybe because we don't know. Yes, we don't think about what the boy or the little child is thinking. Yes, or
Yes,
feeling. Because adults are focused only in them, in their thoughts, in their feelings, in what do they want to do. Yes, but they don't think about the child. What is he feeling, if he's happy or if he's sad. Yes, as Oscar said, because the conditions of life, some parents are forced to work long hours and they don't pay attention to their children, and they don't know about their children, if they are happy, if they are safe, if they ate or not. Yes, because they only cares about food, or about to pay the rent. Yes, and the services for living, but they don't think in those little children. Yes, and it's something sad.
yes,
Mhm. Changing the topic, or in this case, not don't continue with this about the violence and the factors that don't let our children go to school. But what about the education in Colombia respecting to the English level? Yes, here we talk about teachers and students. In the articles you saw that our vision, yes, our rank in English is terrible. Only the 60% of the Colombian, no more than the 60% of Colombian teachers don't speak English. Yes.
yes,
So it is supposed that those teachers need to have a good level of English, but it is not true. So, where do you think it happens? In the public or in the private schools? Do you think that there is a difference between them? What is your perception about this topic, the education talking about English level?
Okay, teacher, is a great problem because I read the I don't know de en personas extranjeras,
Foreign people?
foreign people, eh, could be teaching in Colombia,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't. But it's not possible. For me, it's a great problem because, for example, if the foreign people teaching here, uh, the other teachers for Colombian, for example, you and our other teachers, I don't know, quedarían en una desventaja, tal vez.
Okay, will be in a disadvantage.
Yes, but the cifras are very, mm, I don't know, worrying
Uh-huh.
because the English is very important today, and and I don't know, when I start studying this career, uh, I realized that many of my classmates are teachers in this moment,
Mm-hmm.
and they are teaching English in public schools,
Yeah.
and I don't understand why they are teaching if they are not teaching yet. So is real is but they I hear when they speak, or when they show us the videos of our tasks or homeworks, and they speak well, but for example, much of them stay in my level.
Mm-hmm.
So I consider my level the English is bad, and they but I don't teacher yet. So they are teachers, and stay in my level is complicated.
Yes, you're right, Nadia. Uh-huh. And I have seen that too. And in the explanation, yes, they explain in a wrong way. I don't know where they take the things. What do you think about that, Oscar?
I think that fully school now and fully and private school had to challenge or find the way to 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 serve a good English in our schools, because the real problem is the our the real the these news say the many people in Colombia doesn't speak English, and they have a poor English. It's it's a good news, because this news is show the opportunity as a teacher has to improve, has to work day a day for improve the English for the teaching our children in our schools, in our private or public school in Colombia. But well, in other case, in in, in, in the schools in Colombia, they have to they have to improve the method or the climate to to improve the English but I think this is a problem for uh, uh, environment the environment in our schools. So if a good school in Colombia have good norms or good rules about the teaching, if this person is better day a day. So it's difficult in this moment thinking about the situation in America because many countries I don't know have this problem about English, but I think the private schools uh, these students have a good learning in English, but it is a challenge for teachers to teach in these schools. So uh, I'm sure in the future as a teacher have to improve uh, improve and adapt to teach uh, in our schools in other schools and other programs in Colombia.
Okay. So you as a teachers, how could be a suitable classroom for children? How could be a suitable classroom for children?
As a kid teacher,
Suitable, adequado. How be as a suitable classroom for our children? What are the characteristics of a classroom?
okay. Mm,
Here,
Uh-huh.
for me, a good climate. So for me, a good climate in the classroom. For
No, the characteristics of the classroom, the place for children that are adequate for them, yes, to learn and to practice. What are those characteristics?
characteristics,
Yes, of that
I don't know
classroom.
exactly. I don't know exactly. But, uh, the climate or I think the climate. I think the climate and the shared with them is important.
Okay,
But
what kind of climate?
what kind of climate? A good relation, good, a good method to teach. Looking for the way or the seek the way to our study students. Uh, Students don't be the class boring. We don't want receive the boring class because
Okay.
our students are boring the class is difficult. They teaching they learn very well
Uh-huh.
English.
Yes, of
Uh,
course.
it, it, it's important to 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 improve your what you call it, your
Their
focus,
learning.
learning, or uh, it improve
Their brain. Okay.
brain.
Uh-huh. Okay, Nadia, what else? So, first, no boring classes. What else?
I don't know, teacher. I think the most important thing would be to give the students enough confidence so that they feel comfortable when
Comfortable.
they comfortable ¿cómo es? I don't-
Comfortable.
comfortable when they participating in the classroom.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I will use games, movies, group readings, songs, and maybe other things motivate that will they motivate.
Uh-huh. Yes. And how many students should be in a classroom?
Should be uh,
Yes, because if we check some private and public schools have more than 40,
yeah.
more than 40 students per classroom. So how many should be in a classroom? Ideal. What do you think?
I think the ideal is a 10 between around 10 and 15 students for classroom, but it's a utopic because for example my nephews they are student in a private school, and in their classroom there are around 30 or
Uh-huh.
30 students, so it's impossible. Maybe in a schools with more with enough money,
Yes.
with better installations,
Buildings?
buildings, because it's difficult. The public schools is impossible.
Yes, in that order to have 10 or 15 students per classroom. So the government they should build more buildings, yeah, more school buildings, and also hire more teachers. Yes,
Yes,
because you have to divide. For example, if in a classroom there are 40 students, so you need to divide in three groups. So you need two more teachers.
yes,
Yes, it means money for them.
uh-huh,
So that's I think that's the way,
yes,
Oscar.
Yes, teacher, I agree with you
Mm-hmm.
because they have to save. They have to reduce the, the to reduce to pay them more teacher.
Yes, of course.
They
And
don't have to pay much. They don't have to pay many teachers. But
uh-huh.
in private in private school, the reason is good because the private school have the different system for to teach teach a student.
Yes, but
So
not all the private, because there are some private schools that they are starting and that they don't have the economic resources. So the characteristics are not totally different from the public ones. Yeah. And for
for
you,
example, like when I was when I was a child, I studied in a public school. I
me too.
studied with so maybe 45, 42, these 47 students to learn about that
Yes,
situation.
I studied with me were 40 students. Yes, 41 students.
42,
Yes,
42
41
in a
when I
public
was in
school.
my school. Uh-huh. Yes. And
What
it
do you think?
no, I think
If
that is complicated for teachers. It's something complicated because there are 40 minds. 40 different worlds, with 40 different situations and experiences, yes, and with 40 different interests. So if you are able to catch the attention to 15 or 20, the others are not paying attention to you. They are thinking about other things. They are thinking about their friends or their relationships or about food or about what we are going to play at lunch. Yes, some of those kind of things. And it's difficult. I admire teachers who are in charge of more than 40 students. I don't like to work with this quantity, with this amount, yes, of students. As Nadia says, I would be able to continue working, but like with 30. 30 is the maximum because 40 is something complicated. I had the experience to teach in a classroom with 40, 45 students, and I didn't like it. It was a hard job, and it is not seen by the coordinators and the principal. Yes, but now that I'm working with a group of 10 or 4 or maximum 20 students, it's nice. Yes, because you can distribute your work in a better way. Hmm? uh, what do you think is the role
And
of parents? Excuse me.
uh, have you got the opportunity to teach in a private or public school teacher?
In publics, not yet, but in privates, yes. I was in three private schools. My
Which level?
primary and high school, elementary school too. And
Oh, great.
also, I had the opportunity to stay with preschool, and it's
How,
difficult.
how was your experience?
My experience was excellent. I enjoy the things that I do. Eh, my first experience was not as good as the others because it was an restricted place. The institution believed in the antique conception of discipline. So if your student is out of the place, it means indiscipline. If your students are in groups and they are talking or maybe laughing, it means indiscipline. So you were not able to do a class, for example, as Nadia says, with music, with songs or movies. They thought that it was a waste of time and that they were not learning. That was an indiscipline. So I didn't like to continue working there. Then I had the opportunity to work in another school, in a private school, and I felt very good there because the groups were excellent. No more than 20, no more than 27 students per grade. Um, the installations, because I think it's important. The building was suitable for them. They had very big green zone, and I had the opportunity to develop many activities with them, songs and plays and readings, and I was able to be outside with them. And the principal had the conception of European and American, North American ways of teaching and learning. So she let us to experiment many things with them. So in that place, I enjoyed my job. Then I was in another school, but it was not a good experience because, the role of a principal needs to be established, and when it is not established, you are lost. In this case, or what I mean, for example, the principal pay attention to their parents' kids. Yes. So if they say that the classes were good, okay, she says, okay, you continue, you can work with them like this and like this, and you can do something else. But if parents complain with something, for example, for homeworks, she said, okay, you need to lower because you are working with them in a high level, or you are forcing them to learn and they are not able. Yes, something like that. And I didn't agree with that. And the conception, parents didn't have an open mind. I understand that the most of the parents there in that institution, sorry, were agriculture farmers or milk workers. Yes, so there were few business people or owners from their own companies. So the mentality that they had were closed, yes, and poor. So they didn't think that their children were able to learn English. Yes, I don't know if you understand my idea. Yes, so it's complicated when you get a school like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the role of the parents,
And the roles?
the role, the role of parents.
Ah, I,
Yes. What is the role of parents in children's education? I think that it's the principal.
the principal, this is for the principal roles for parents. Mm, I, I think the parents have to give the, this, first the good, how can I say, like a good when the parents have to motivate their sons or their girl or their children to
Mm-hmm.
go to a school to motivate day a day to go to school to go to the child can be a good relation with the teacher, the good boy, responsible boy, or a responsible children. Uh, the parent has to organize the, or prepare your homework or like motivate the sons or the girls to do the tasks, the lessons, the the I don't know
Mm-hmm.
the to do activities, your homes.
At
This
homes.
is important. Yeah,
Yes.
the homework is
Uh-huh.
important. The parents introduce their knowledge in their son.
Mm-hmm. Nadia, what do you think?
Teacher, I agree with you when you say the parents are the most important in the process of the formation. Uh, the parents are responsible for the accompaniment
A
at
campaign.
all or accompaniment in all times. The problem is that some parents give that responsibility at the school.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true.
So I think they are the most important in the process the formation in the children.
Yes, and something that Oscar said, motivation. If we don't motivate our children to study and to be better than us, they are going to continue by the same way of us. Yes,
Yes.
and we need to say them. For example, in my case, my parents told me, "You need to study because you need to be better than your father and or than me. You need to study to for finding more opportunities and have a good life. Then you need to be prepared because the things change it, yes, or something like that." And my cousins say to their children the same. You need to be better than me because you can see that I have to work long hours and that my payment is not good. So if you get a career that led you the opportunity to earn much money, you need to study that, but you need to study hard and put all of your effort in that career. Yes, maybe like that. But if a parent says no, for example with English, no, English is impossible, no, English is a hard language to learn, and why do you study English if you don't need it? If you study English, where you're going to find a job? If you want to work in for example, in the farms, you don't need English. If you are going to be a secretary, you don't need the English. Yes, because some parents think this, that English not is not necessary for their lives,
Yes.
and they don't let the opportunity to their children to think more than more how do you say, more than that, things that they can see in front of them. Yes, more than five fingers in the front. Yeah, maybe I would like that, for example, my son travel to another country. Yes, and experience that and have better opportunities. Yes, but some others prefer that children stay with them.
Yes, it's true,
Mhm.
teacher.
Yes, so this is my last question for you. How do you think to teach a class, and how do they think it will be
How do you think what, teacher?
to teach the class? So have you ever thought about your role as a teacher, and can you imagine in that day in front of a group of students? So how will be your performance in front of those children, and how it will be? So it's like to dream for a while. You in front of a group of students, how do you think you're going to teach the class?
To teach, to
Uh-huh.
teach the class.
Yes. Yes, Oscar.
Mm, that's the thing. Maybe I think the important is in a class is important unique pedagogical situation, but situation in the teacher or performance about the student. But it's important to attend our children attend the classes. Uh, it's important they explain. It's important the responsibility in our students. Important to teach with uh, an order. I think a teacher it could be a topic. The teacher has to do a good goals or objectives, a good objective for to teaching English. But it's necessary that a good teacher prepare the instruction of the teacher or the prepare the class for yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. And how do you think this experience will be for you as a teacher?
For me,
Yeah.
I I think when many years ago I have the opportunity to teach, but the opportunity to teach, but it's important to organize organize the class
Organize.
because organize class because it's important to do the class step by step. It's
Uh-huh.
important by you need to do what is the best way to do the class. What is the cycle? What is the steps?
Mm-hmm.
And a good class, you have to 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 have categories, to have uh, the dialogue, and a good dialogue with their student, or our student. Yes,
Uh-huh.
if
Yes.
you are confident, self-confident when you are talking with our students, is pleasant for our students.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You said something important and is to know what you're going to do in front of your children. Nadia, what about you?
Teacher, I don't know. I think that in my first class, like a teacher, I was very nervous
I
because
will be. I will be very nervous.
I will be very nervous because I am never teaching nothing. So I think I will be very nervous, but I don't know.
But do you think that it will be a good experience?
Maybe for me, but I don't expect to I don't know. It's difficult because obviously I learned so much that experience, but it's complicated for me answer the that question in this moment because I don't know how I say before if I teach in any moment.
Okay, yes, you told me last class about that. Yeah.
Yes.
But maybe, yes, maybe because you're going to continue practicing and learning about the topic. So then with the practices, you'll get confidence. And as soon as you get the confidence, you're going to be ready to teach. Oscar?
Self-confidence.
Yes, self confidence. Yes. Yes. So, but you need to believe in that.
Yes.
To believe that you're going to be a good teacher and that is it's something that you're going to develop for the rest of your life.
Yes, yes, it's important.
Yes, Nadia, you need to believe in yourself. That's the most important. And believe that you're going to continue with this career and it will bring you many success.
Yes, teacher, yes. I try.
Yes, and children will give you that confidence that you need. And they are going to give you more than that confidence because they sometimes they give you a part of them. And I think that is the grateful thing in this career that you receive uh, the love, the love of some of them. Yes, they believe in you, they trust in you, and they sometimes they see you like you are like a hero. Yes, or like a wise person. Some of them are going to put you angry and like an owl. Yes, at the end of the but yeah, it's grateful. It's grateful to teach children, especially children in primary school and in kindergarten or preschool. It's hard, but it's great. The results are great.
Yes,
Oscar?
What do you think to teach about each adult? Is it,
It's difficult, but no, I think it's nice. It's another challenge.
it's, it's another challenge, but if you feel a good self confidence when you will teach a children or a boy a girl. Because when you teach adults, because when for example,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to teach adult people or adult people, you have to to good experience because I don't I think they improvise the classes, yeah, and for example I teach I teach for in Colombia when I was military and when I served in Colombian army I teach soldiers.
I thought. I talk
See,
to soldiers.
I saw soldiers. See,
Mm-hmm.
I saw soldiers, and I saw about guns, about military experience, about military experience, military, mm, military, military instruction, a military.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say? Muerte encerrado in the army and the Colombian army, but it's a good experience for they are adults and uh, they are they are good discipline
Yeah.
in this moment. But the part when you teach in this situation is good. But when you teach for children or if you want to teach adults or if you want to teach in an university or if you want to teach in a institute or in an academic or in a high school or in many centers in Colombia teach English.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I saw the academic Bogota. How how many is academic in Bogota? They teaching English is the Lincoln.
I don't know all of them. Maybe yes. I think there is one.
Do you see Lincoln Institution, Nadia?
No, Oscar, I didn't know.
Uh, I I have a partner. I have a girl. He is studying in Lincoln Institution, Lincoln Institution in Bogota. They told me that this is a good institution, but it's to learn English. But I don't know if you want to teach in this institute, you want to get a good experience in United States or British because if you want to teach there is difficult. Uh, the do you have the you must to have a good level in English, teacher. What do you
Mm.
think?
Okay. Yes, I think that is important to have the good level, but it doesn't mean that you have to travel abroad. Yes. So not always is necessary to travel abroad. It's my own opinion. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
of
Many
course.
people in Colombia could have a good level.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't
And
go
they,
abroad.
uh-huh, yes.
They don't go abroad. But they have this the important. It's important you teach. It's important to motivate you teach day a day.
Yes, that's true. Okay, my darlings. Time is over. We have just finished for today the class. Thank you so much.